What's going on, everyone? Justin here with Trading Cards and More, back with another video. So kind of an unplanned video here. I had a pretty large sale for the business a couple days ago. I've been trying to work this out, and that's, a couple days ago when we went live a little bit late. That was kind of why, because I was scurrying around getting stuff done. And yeah, the sale went through, and I'm packing the order up. I already have the label for it and everything. I was about to get it all set up, and I decided I would go live and show these cards to anybody that would be interested in watching, to see what sold. These are cards that I started buying back in 2017. Basically, when I started buying Pokemon cards, I got into Pokemon cards. That was kind of my induction back into the hobby. At first, I just wanted to buy cards and sell cards, and it turned into more of a kind of an obsession of collecting the cards and just enjoying them. And it's here I am 4 years later, still doing this. And so without further ado, we're gonna get into it. We got Lamar in here. What's going on, Lamar? But I sold. They seem to be a pretty big buyer, collector, and yeah, over $11,000 was the invoice. So all Sun and Moon cards. Basically, what I did was when I started collecting these cards, I decided to go after the they're hyper rare, rainbow rare, secret rare, whatever you want to call them. These cards were the hardest cards to pull out of the packs, or some of the hardest cards. And they were about 1 in every 2 boxes, so about 1 in 72 packs you would get one of these cards, and then you're never guaranteed to get a gem mint card. There's centering issues, printing defects, all kinds of stuff. So depending on the actual the set that they came out of, some of the sets had different print qualities and stuff like that. Yes, I did sell $11,000 in Pokemon cards, and that is what we're going over in this video. So starting with these aren't going to be in any particular order because I had all the boxes boxed up and everything. But basically, I sold them as far as sets. So instead of selling each individual card and having to deal with it that way, I thought it would be a good idea to list them as sets. So each individual set I sold off separately. I just figured if I can sell them as a set, deal with one shipping, less work, I'll do it that way. And if I don't get what I want out of them, then I will just sell them off individually. But I sold the vast majority of them off to this individual. So starting with Burning Shadows, which was actually the third set in Pokemon. This set with the hyper rare started at card number 148. We have the Golisopod. I'll probably butcher all these names, but I don't really care. Tapu Bulu was card 149. The most expensive card in the set, and the most expensive card that was in this whole entire order, is the Charizard card. Now, when I first started getting these cards off eBay for like $100 a card, roughly, give or take, and grading them, and I've probably owned at least 10 of these in a PSA 10. At that first time, when they started getting on eBay and the price kind of went down, these were only going for $300 to $400. Currently, they are over $1,200. So this was the big card as far as this order goes in this particular set, Burning Shadows. And I still have one of these in my personal collection for my Charizard collection, but the one that was in this set, I decided to sell it off. So next we have the Salazzle GX, and people just really like these. I mean, I really liked them because of the color and the art, and it's unlike the Gold Star area where the cards were 1 in 72 packs, but they had their own artworks. These ones were just the same artwork, but at different colors and everything. So Salazzle, then we got Tapu Fini, and we got Necrozma, then we got the Machamp with the 4 arms there, and we got Lycanroc. He has a few different cards. This is a pretty cool one. And then we got Marshadow. And then we've got Alolan Muck, card 157. Darkrai, it's another one of the pretty good ones there. Gardevoir, very nice. And some of these seem to have more of a rainbow effect than other ones, which is kind of strange. But then we got Noivern is the last card. So the Burning Shadow set had quite a few of these rainbow rare cards. I think there was like 13 in that set. So let's see what else we got in that box. We have Burning Shadows, or sorry, Celestial Storm, which was one of the 2018 sets. We got Mr. Mime. We got Bayonet. We have Scizor, Stakataka, and Rayquaza. This was the hardest one for me. I had some really, I mean, the card stocks on these were perfect, and this was my third one, and the other two were just a tiny bit off-centered on the front, and they graded them both a 9, so I was pretty upset on that because that was like one of the more expensive cards. I think that one was around, I paid around $50 for the card raw, but current price on that card in a 10 I think is around 200 or possibly even a little bit more. Right, let's see what we got in the next stack here. So I had to put these in like multiple boxes, obviously, because these are boxes you get from PSA, but they only hold like 20 cards in each one. Next, we got some team up cards here. This was a 2019 set, the first set of 2019. We have, what do we got? Venusaur and Celebi. Then we got Magikarp and Wailord. That's a cool one. Got a Pikachu and Zekrom. I knew that one would be a good one. We got Ampharos, Gengar, and Mimikyu. This was another one that I just could not get in a 10, and I finally got one that I graded and got a 10. Then we got Hoopa. Then we have Incineroar. Then we got Cobalion, Latias, and Latios. Adios. That's a cool one. Then we got Snorlax and Eevee. He's chilling on his belly there. That's pretty funny. And those were all the cards in Team Up. Lee asked what brand of PSA sleeves. I don't know the brand name, but I buy them and then I sell them in my store. But I don't know what, like, the brand. They're not really branded. Then we got Team Flare Grunt. Now this was a set. If you guys watched my video way back, a couple months now, the Pokemon XY Premium Trainers Collection box, which came out in 2017, but it was like an XY set thing, even though Sun and Moon was being produced at the time. It was like kind of like the best of. But these cards the artworks are original to this set, the full art XY Trainer Collection promos. And they have weird numbers, you can see like 73A, but Team Full Grunt, Hex Maniac, and these I actually got from just like opening like 2 sets of these. Blacksmith, Delinquent, N, which I had another copy of that and it was like $100 card, and then the price fell off on it. Shauna, it's a nice one. Karen, and that's it for the XY trainers. Looks like we have some Ultra Prism cards here. Let me just set those off to the side. I'm gonna actually move these over so we got enough room here. Yeah, if you have any questions at all, do feel free. That's what we're here for. But I just wanted to kind of document this before I ship this order off, because this is the last time I'm going to see these cards. So, and it's, you know, I've had these in my possession for up to almost 4 years now. All right, next we have some more Celestial, or did we do Celestial Storm? 2018 Celestial Storm. We got Shiftry. We got Blaziken, Articuno, Electrode, Decidueye. Okay, now we're into Guardians Rising. Some of these boxes I kind of put 2 different sets in there. Incineroar from Guardians Rising. So Guardians Rising also had a bunch. I think there was like 15 hyper rares. This was the second Sun and Moon set. Turtonator. So yeah, all of these sets that I'm showing you, this is every single one in the set for the hyper rares. We got Primarina, the Ninetales. I always like that one. Wishy Washy, Vikavolt, Tapu Koko. And we got Toxapex, Tapu Lele. This one was a little top to bottom on the centering, but now they're like super nitpicky on them. So that probably would have got a 9 had I graded that now. Then we got the other Lycanroc, and this card was very valuable, but then with the playability or whatever, and then it ended up going down in price. Metagross, Sylveon, another favorite there. Como-O. And the last one for the Guardians Rising is the Drampa. So very nice set there. Got about 5 more boxes here to get through. Yeah, I was gonna do a live stream of Pokemon opening, but I wanted to do this one. Maybe after I get this all boxed up and everything, maybe we'll do another live stream. I don't know. I don't have much else planned. All right, now we're gonna do the Shining Legends. This was like kind of a special set. Every year they have a special set. Like 2016 they had Generations, and then 2017 was Shining Legends. 2018 they had Dragon Majesty, and then 2019 was Hidden Fates. So each year they'll have like a special set, and you can't buy booster boxes of those cards. You can only get them in the special boxes or the Elite Trainer boxes and pin collections and stuff like that. So you can't, the cards typically will be more expensive to get the actual cards. But this was a really cool set. We have the Mewtwo, which is the best one in here. And we got a Zoroark. Got a Ho-Oh. Now the Ho-Oh was a, that was the promo card, I believe, in one of the collection boxes. The big one. Reshiram. And these started out really priced up there, like $30 just for an ungraded. And then they, of course, dropped down to like $10. And then Altaria. And oh, these are Dragon Majesty. So okay, we had the Shining Legends. So the other Shining Legends are probably in another box here. We got Salamence. These are the 2018 cards. Dragon Majesty, White Kyurem, and then the promo cards were the Kingdra and the Dragonite. I like the Dragonite. Those were actually promo cards because they were in the collection box or whatever. All right, next we have some Ultra Prism. This was a really nice set. We had a Leafeon, Pheromosa, Glaceon, Circuitry, Dark Wings, Necrozma, Celesteela, Duskmane, Necrozma, Dialga, very nice, Palkia, and now we're getting into some full art trainers from Ultra Prism. Alright, hopefully we can find that other box. So that's right there. Yeah, the Ultra Prism set, I actually was missing one of the trainers, so I just sold it as like an incomplete set. Let's see what we got here. Okay, now we got the first set of Sun and Moon. This was where it all started, and this set was really bad on the print quality on the cardstock, and it was really hard to get. And then at one of the later print runs, they used the really good cardstock, but we got Lurantis, Lapras, another one where the centering was like right on the border. That would have never got a 10 nowadays. There's an Espeon. There's a Lunala, Umbreon, and probably the most expensive one was the Sigaleo, and the Tauros, and Gumshoes. So those were the first 8. The first 8 hyper rares of the Sun and Moon set. People went crazy over these things when they first hit the market. Now we got the Crimson Invasion, which was the worst set in 2017. It just didn't have a lot of cards. There wasn't a ton of value. It kind of, I almost want to say this kind of crashed the bulk market because people were paying too much for bulk. Here we got a Gyarados. It's the first card. Alolan Golem. Nihilego. And the Gyarados, I had 3 of them, and they all graded 10s. I got them for like $40 or something, and they all graded 10s, and I made out pretty good on those. Buzzwole, Guzzlord, Kartana, Alolan Executor, Silvally, man, I'm losing my voice here, Entei, and Raichu. Those are the Shining Legends, those last 2, which you've seen from the other box. Those were the other 2 that were not in the other box because they didn't fit. Alright. Next stack of cards here. Yes, I did, Ted, thank you. Yeah, this was my biggest sale to date. Next, we have some Forbidden Light. These are from 2018. These are the full art trainer cards. So I sold not only the hyper rare cards, but the full art trainer cards. These were another one of my favorites as far as the cards to collect. So we got Bonnie, we got Crasher Wake, Diantha, and Ultra Recon Squad. That was another set that was smaller, the Forbidden Light set. So there was only four full art trainers in that set. Team Up, I was missing like 2 trainers, but I sold it as a set, or a lot of like, how many are, I think there's 8 of them in here. Erica's Hospitality, that was one of the more expensive ones. Evelyn, Ingo, and Emmett. Oop. Then we got Jasmine. Then we got Morgan. Nanu, it's kind of an odd name. Nita, that was a hard one. I actually had to buy that because I could never get it graded. Sabrina's Suggestion. Now we're into Lost Thunder. We have Faba, Judge Kahili, I don't know how to pronounce that one. Mina, Morty, Professor Elm's Lecture. I thought that artwork was pretty funny. And then Whitney. So I was only a few sets away from having every single full art trainer card from every single set, but I never got to the point to finishing it. And PSA started taking like 5 months to grade cards, and so I just decided to sell them off. Apricorn Maker, Bill's Maintenance, Copycat. That's a cool one. Got I can't remember that guy's name, but with the Pikachu outfit, impersonator guy. Celestial Storm. Okay, Licia, Steven's Resolve, Tate and Lisa, TV Reporter. And now they actually have these cards in a rainbow, like a new rainbow style. It doesn't have the regular, like, just like the hyper rares, but they are full art trainers with the hyper rare colors. TV Reporter, Underground Expedition, Lily, it's one of the more valuable ones there. Looker, Lucamine. There was 2 different Lucamines. One was out of this set, one out of another. Now these are Ultra Prism, so we're getting into the Ultra Prism. And Mars. And the Ultra Prism, I didn't have the big high dollar card. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But I tried getting that card for a while, and I could never get an ungraded copy that was nicely centered, so I just kind of gave up on it. Okay, now these are every trainer from 2017. So I sold these in a set. So we got the original 4 are Lima, Lily, Professor Kukui, and Team Skullgrunt. And then Guardians Rising had 3 full art trainers. Holla. We got How Do You Do, and Malo. So those are the 3 from there. And then the rest we have here are Burning Shadows. And the one we missed on the Ultra Prism was Volkner. That's in that pile over there. And then Gardevoir and Lena from Ultra Prism. So nice cards there. These are the Burning Shadow ones. I actually cracked like 40 boxes of these when the set came out, so I pretty much opened all these myself. We got Acerola. We got Guzma. That was always one of the more expensive ones. It's got that gold chain on. Then we got Kaiwi, Plumeria, Sophocles. Kids playing with like a little flying thing. That's pretty weird. Wiki, and then Crimson Invasion, which was the set that wasn't that great. We had Gladion, Luzamine. See, that's the second Luzamine card, and Olivia, and then Shining Legends had 1 card, the Pokemon Breeder, and then another card from Ultra Prism, the Pokemon Fan Club. So yeah, that's it for what we sold. A lot of cards, like I said, 142 cards here. I'm going to have to repackage these all up again and get the label on there because I'm getting these out the door tomorrow. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a different kind of video, but I just thought it was worth documenting because these are the last time I'm going to see these cards. Essentially 3 to 4 years of collecting these cards to get them where I was at. And I just basically decided to let them go and kind of put my money elsewhere. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. We might actually still do a live stream of some Pokemon card opening. 3 live streams, I know it's kind of excessive, but I think it would be fun. So yeah, let me know what you thought. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.